The second Google Drive feature is the Starred section. The Starred section of Google Drive is basically a place to favorite or allow easy access to different files or folders. So if you have a lot of files and a lot of folders within folders within folders, I call that folderception like I do, you definitely want to use the Starred section to allow yourself to get to those files you use most frequently. So in order to open up the Starred section, on the left-hand side, you're just going to click Starred, and it will take you to all of those folders and all of those documents or files that you have added to your Starred section. So let me show you how to add files and folders to your Starred section. I'm going to go back to my Drive, and I'm going to go back to those example science slides that I already showed you. I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to select Add to Starred. I can now go back to the Starred section, and you will notice that those Google Slides are now in my Starred section. Now you can also do this with folders. This is particularly helpful if you are using a specific folder during a certain time of year. Let's say it's almost time to go on a field trip and I have a folder of all of those different field trip documents. I could add that entire field trip folder to my Starred section. So I'm going to go to my Drive. I'm going to go into teaching, and instead of opening up an actual document or a file, I'm going to right click on the field trips folder and select Add to Starred. Now if I go back to my Starred section, you will notice that field trip folder is there, and I can now open it up and have easy access to all of those files inside. Removing files or folders from your Starred section works the same way. I can right click on this example science lesson and choose Remove from Starred, and I can do the same thing on the field trip folder and remove it from my Starred section. Obviously, you do not want to add all of your files and all of your folders to your Starred section because that defeats the purpose. It's meant to be your favorites or your most frequently used files and folders. That way you can have very quick access to them. So I'd highly recommend adding those folders, like I said, that you're using during certain times of the year. For example, back to school time or field trips or holidays, anything that you are using during a specific time of the year, you can add it to the Starred section just for those few weeks or few days that you need it. You also can add like your daily lesson slides or your weekly lesson slides, or if you have them organized per unit or per marking period, you can add those into your Starred section when you need them and then remove them when you're done.